Hey guys, I was just doing some thinking, um, just work, just doing some more poetry, trying to get my feelings out, get my frustrations out for things that have happened in the past. Um, because sometimes that's how our brain works. We just start to remember things, and you know, a lot of what came to me was um, how everything has been happening and everything's changing and um, for the good, mostly. Um, and just the way I think about things and how, I wish some things would have happened differently, of course. Um, but I think that I'm hoping that my children see this and know that, and then they'll see the way that I am handling it differently and how things should have went the first time around. Um, because with everything happening and me being stressed out after I lost the kids, um, losing pretty much everything, losing my job, losing the apartment, um, and my oldest will tell you that she knows that I struggled, and I feel guilt sometimes because I feel like they feel like I abandoned them, even though I know I didn't. And I tried my hardest to get them, but Virginia is far away. It's like 8 hour drive, and kids don't like to drive that long. They're not used to it, and having to do it so often, I understand. I mean, even me driving was a frustrating thing. But I'm hoping that they realize that this time around and what happened with Sophia and Harper, and have hopefully that they see that, you know, my mindset changed and things did work out a lot better than they did the first time around, because I was able to get an apartment quick, and I wasn't left abandoned or homeless. But I want them to see how I treat the girls. Like, I love the girls and I do everything that I can for them, and I did everything I could for my other kids. And it's hard. It's hard because I think I could have tried harder. I could have tried harder, and that's another part about forgiving myself, because I did try hard. And so I'm hoping that one day the kids will understand that I did try. I mean, like I said, my oldest understands that I tried, and everything was literally burying me. And I asked for help, and I asked for more help, and it seemed like the more help that I got, the more deeper I got into trouble. And it, like, I wrote this down. I hope that this time it's for Dylan and Adriana to see that, um, how I tried to handle it and how I'm trying to handle it this time around, and for them to realize that Sophia and Harper are safe, and they're good around me, and I would never ever hurt them. And it hurts that I can't take care of other children because I was infant toddler teacher and I loved my job and I loved being able to care for children and help them grow and learn. And I hope that Sophie and Harper see that too when they grow up, to know that mom tried so hard and she's still trying and she's doing it. And I think it all to the universe, the angels, spirits all around me. I hear my mom all the time saying I'm doing such a good job. I am enough. I am worthy. And that the way other people look at me and see me is not my problem either. Because one bad thing happened doesn't mean the rest of me is bad. I will continue to think more positively and know that Dylan and Adriana will see me one day and they'll understand, like Cadence did, that that's how part of being a mom is. That's part of being a parent. And the fact that their father is keeping them away from me is wrong. And I know that they'll eventually figure it out because my oldest figured it out. There's no reason for it, Like I said, there's going to be days and people that just don't like you. And this just could be no reason at all. But I know that I'm a good person. And I know how hard I've tried and how I continue to try. And I know the more positive I am, the more positive things come back to me. There was a couple other things I wrote down. Consider the impact you want to make or to leave behind. Focus on creating a positive legacy through your actions and your choices. Engage in activities that contribute to your long-term goals and value. First, self-care. And I've done a lot of self-care. I'm starting to go back to the gym. Thankfully, my insurance covers it. Even if right now just I'm doing basic stuff because I'm still in a little bit of pain from the fall. But I feel better every day. And I don't think about the negative, like, oh, I'm so much pain. I think I'm healing. I'm healed completely. And sometimes I'll even say, like, I'm pain-free. I'm pain-free. And that mindset literally just twists around. And I have instantly no pain. Your mindset is amazing. It's so powerful. The way you think, the way you act, the way you treat people, all of that goodness is coming back. And I'm so happy and so relieved and so grateful. And I'm grateful every day for every single thing that happens every day. Grateful for the cup of coffee. I'm grateful for my car. And I thank the universe every day for everything that I have and everything that I'm going to have. I thank the universe for letting me be able to hold and hug my daughters Adriana and hug my son Dylan. I thank the universe for protecting my car, protecting my house, protecting my children every day. Because I know they're protected. Because I'm highly protected. Oh, excuse me. The universe is always transpiring in your favor. There's always a better plan that the universe has. And to trust the universe. I need to treat myself. You need to treat yourself like you are a god. Like a god you would worship. Meaning that you literally take care of them every day and put them into your life and put the positive into your life, and know that the more you love yourself, the more the world will love you. I know it's hard to think like that because there's still people, again, like I say, they're just going to not like you for no reason, or for whatever reason they don't like you. You can't let that bother you. And I'm really, really trying not to let that bother you, because there's a lot of people, unfortunately, that don't like me. But it's my emotions that are the reason, most of the time, that they don't like me. And people need to realize that we are human and we have emotions. We get sad. We get angry. We get worried. And I want to teach my children that their feelings are valid. And if they're having a moment, or if I'm having a moment, I need to pause and think of the emotion that I'm having. Not just, I'm so pissed off about this. Okay, I'm angry. But why am I angry? I'm angry because something got spilt. Something got broke. Anything stupid. I think, okay, I'm irritated. I'm angry that broke because now I have to buy another one. And I don't have the money to buy the other one. But and then, like, what else am I feeling? What other emotion am I feeling? Am I feeling sad because that broke? So that's another emotion. And sad that now I'm going to have to try to replace it. And it's not going to be the same, maybe. Just something simple like that. Like, just feeling your emotions, telling yourself that is why you're feeling like that. And knowing that it is an emotion. Excuse me, I'm a little sick. Knowing that that's an emotion. And that's how your body is feeling. And why you're feeling that way. And then to try to heal that. To say, it's all right. Things get broken all the time. Things spill all the time. You just gotta take a deep breath. And my girls tell me this all the time. Take a breath, Mom. And you take a breath. And you stop the overthinking. You stop the anxiety. You stop the worry. Because the more you think about it, the more you overthink about it, the more you worry and wonder over and over, ruminate. then your body is and your brain's going to think, this is always going to happen. This is always going to happen. This is always going to happen. And the worst is always going to happen. So, taking that moment to breathe after the emotion. Even if you're sad about something. Why am I sad about this reason? I'm sad. I'm an empath and I feel others' emotions too. And a lot of that, I think, contributed to how I acted and how everything was back then. Also, because I feel like I literally feel people's pain. I feel people's emotions. Sometimes I'll be watching a show and I'll literally feel like that emotion. And I'm learning to deflect other people's emotions. But I'm also a healer. So I also understand their pain. And I understand how they're feeling. But I also, need to step back and say, I know they're feeling this way, but I'm not going to take on that frustration, sadness, whatever. It's a learning process. Doing a lot of manifesting, thinking positively, knowing that things don't always work out. Unfortunately, that's just how life happens. But things will work out if you think more positively and think more in the right direction. It's hard too because I feel like a lot of people from my past are popping back up into my life too, which I have emotions about that. Some good, some bad. Again, just part of my forgiveness for myself mostly. And also knowing, like I said, that I'm an empath and I feel their pain and I feel their worry and frustration. And I know that a lot of things feel like I feel like their guilt. I feel their guilt. And how they could have helped me more when I reached out for help. And, I know that people change all the time too, just like I'm changing. And I hope that my stories and my whatever help someone else and know that they can get through things that are difficult. Because that's part of life. And again, I hope people realize and see the fact that what I'm doing is a total 360 from what happened before, and that things are possible. And making myself feel better, going to the gym, making myself coffee every morning, just doing what I have to do makes life 100% better. And there are going to be days where I feel sad, I feel worried, I feel stressed out, I'm anxious, but I know I thank my angels every day that I'm not alone. Knowing that I'm not alone helps a lot to me. Knowing my angels and my spirits are always around me. My mom is around me. My grandmas are always around me. encouraging me, telling me that I can do this. And breaking those generational curses, breaking the negative and getting that out. And because I don't want my children to feel this way. I don't want them to feel that way. And I don't want them to feel like, I don't want them to feel any negative in the life. Unfortunately, things happen in life. But I want to give them all the positive love and light so that they don't have to be stressed, be anxious, worry about anything, And it's going to be hard because there are, things that always happen that can be negative. Unfortunately, that's just life. But the way you change your mindset, the way you think, and you hope that everything, and you just believing that everything is going to work out. And it's hard and it's sad because I think about my age and I'm like, ugh. Like, am I, at the beginning, am I going to continue this? Will I be able to? I haven't been on medication for over a year and I feel so much clearer. And maybe that is just one way that will help me. Maybe not. Maybe, I mean, like I said before, being on medication can be beneficial. But there's so many side effects and everything that there's got to be other ways, and I know it's not easy, not at all. When you are just pissed off, annoyed as fuck, you're just like, I am done with this. I am done with everything. And it's hard to think, don't worry, everything's going to work out. I have those days too. But you can't get stuck in that mindset of this is the worst and the worst and the worst and the worst. Because there's good things that come out. Just think of one good thing that happened in your day. And I know there's good things that happen every day. Even in a week, just look at the whole week or in the past 2 or 3 days. Just look at one good thing that happened. And I know I was telling my counselor this the other day that you look for wins. And a win could be, I went to the gym today. I took a walk outside today. I had a cup of coffee today. I looked out the window and I saw a duck. I made the bed today. I had a good night's sleep. I had a nutritious breakfast. Simple, tiny things. Those are your huge wins. That's huge. You woke up today. That's huge. You got out of bed today. That's huge. You got dressed today. I'm so proud of you. I always get emotional because it's hard to think like that. Like, who cares if I got up today? Who cares if I got dressed today? But those are your wins. And I'm proud of you. And I hope you win today. I love you all. Have a wonderful day.